Today is the initial planting of a germplasm conservation orchard of wild-type American chestnuts.
And this is going to be part of an orchard, think of a nursery of sorts. So these are pure chestnut trees that once they do grow and do flower, they will be pollinated with trees that are researchers working with that will hopefully pass their genetic material on to the offspring so that we can have a crop of blight-resistant chestnuts.
And I think a lot of people don't know that the chestnut tree is functionally extinct. Everybody's heard of chestnuts, but not realizing that our native chestnut, it's been hit with that blight for so many years that there's not mature chestnut trees anymore. And I don't think people really realize that.
The critical part of this orchard is its location right along a primary trail system just down the hill. There's signage to help folks become educated on the American chestnut, raise awareness. That's really a fundamental role of our organization, is spreading the word of the American chestnut, both its former role in historical nature as well as the current efforts and hopefully future impacts being restored. The seedlings being planted today are 1- and 2-year-old material, so they were harvested from trees throughout Pennsylvania and elsewhere. And the goal is that these will be planted. There is no blight resistance in this material. It's strictly from wild trees that have been found and submitted to the American Chestnut Foundation. So we know they'll get the blight, but the hope is that they will grow for 5 years, 10 years, maybe 25 years, and they'll be able to flourish in this environment where it's full sun and appropriate soils and other conditions for chestnut. So we hope that they'll flower, they'll produce seed, they'll help to conserve that germplasm material, and then we'll be able to use this site for future pollination efforts with other trees, either from resistant material or from other research projects that are going on.
We really need to support biodiversity planting as much as we can. I think different native species in our yards. I don't think you have to have 20 acres or an orchard as big as this to make a difference with biodiversity. So I think just planting the native species that we can to support everything, wildlife and native insects, is helpful.
We can have a very strong impact by working on projects in our own community.